Yeah. G to the poster child. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Big D. This is a review on The Fate of the Furious, Fast 8. This is a non-spoiler review. This movie has a lot of tension. That's the one thing I really came out of the movie theaters feeling. This movie has tension, it has action, it makes you feel good, but obviously they keep pointing towards the part of family. They keep touching on that part throughout the whole entire movie. Family, 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 just like in the previous films. But in this one, family, it's more scarce. They use it more towards drama, more suspense. And I think it really works in this film. They pop a lot of surprises at you throughout the plot. The characters are about the same. The character building in this film, not too much. This thing, when you have 8 Fast and the Furious movies, there's no more character building involved instead of the newer characters, which is not really necessary. They do a great job in just getting straight to the action in this film. And straight to what we need to know. And they just ignore the things that we don't necessarily need to know. And they surprise you later on with a bunch of shocking surprises in this film. The comedy in this film, some hit and some don't. Vin Diesel obviously does a great job in this film. He does this thing in this film. I like how Dom and Letty, it really tests their relationship throughout all the years in this film. And I liked how they threw something different at us. They're always talking about family, but they take it to that next level. When you watch the film, you're going to know what I'm talking about. The one thing I don't like is there's a new character in this film. He's like one of the backup cops. There's Kurt Russell and then there's the other actor. I don't really like him necessarily. He seems like a fucking tool. I don't like him at all. They want to perceive him that way as a joke, but it just doesn't land. I hope he's not taking Paul Walker's place. I hope not. I hope he dies off in the next film. I just don't like him at all. This film brings a big dire situation where Dom has to choose sides and he has to make a dire choice. And obviously family always comes first for Dom. Let's talk about the things I didn't like. They throw new characters at you over and over again. In this film, there's no more need for new characters. Maybe a few obviously to fit the storyline plot. But God, how many characters are going to throw at us? There's so many characters to concentrate on. You're concentrating on like 12 characters in this film. And obviously, I'm not going to say who lives or who dies, but some of them, let's just say they don't make it. They don't want to concentrate on 12 characters. A great movie has a certain amount of characters that the fans will invest themselves in, and there's no need to be adding more characters. The car scenes, the action scenes, some of them just didn't hit for me. I've seen better action car scenes in the previous films. The one thing about this movie, you're not really invested in the action scenes. You're really invested in what's going on with these characters. There's so many mysteries that are yet to be solved throughout the film. And then like there's a shocking ending. You come out of theater feeling good. It's not a type of movie where like, oh no, something really bad. No, you come out of theater feeling good. They don't use Paul Walker, which is Brian O'Connor. They don't use them in the storyline too much. Just a little tiny bit, which is good for me because I don't want them to milk his death so much. You know? I want them to kind of move on for Brian O'Connor. I don't want them to replace him. I really don't. I think we have enough characters to kind of carry the film. Not to mention we have The Rock. And plus we have Jason as well. So there's no reason to be adding more characters. We don't need a replacement for Brian O'Connor. I wish in the next 2 films we stop talking about family. I mean, it works for this film. And they keep, last 2-3 movies, they keep talking about family, family, family. Okay, the next film, we gotta talk about something else. Maybe go back to Dom's origins. Let's talk about somebody else. I don't know. I think in the first film, there's some characters maybe they could bring back to make it interesting. There's some villains that are still around from the Fast and Furious series. Why not bring them back? I think this movie, I came out feeling good. I was not disappointed. I thought this movie would disappoint me, thinking, oh no, another Fast and Furious movie. No, I actually liked it. The car scenes in this movie are enough to please the fans. The action is good enough. It holds up for the film. The comic, obviously there's comic relief in the film. They're interrupting me again. I think everyone enjoyed the movie really, really well. Now, will I say this is the best movie? No, it's not the best Fast and Furious movie. I would put it somewhere, out of 8 movies, I would put it somewhere, maybe 3 or 2. It's up there in the top 3. I really do think so. Because I like the surprises in this film. This movie delivers on the surprises. And this movie pulls that off. Overall, this movie is an action-packed movie that will satisfy old school fans. It will entertain the audience. The drama keeps you going. And the storyline holds up for a crazy, enthusiastic, car-wrenching film like Fate of the Furious. Overall, I will give this movie a 7.7. I keep it real, folks. I'm a tough critic, and a 7.7 is good in my book. Okay? I just wish they will get off the family card, stop adding new characters every fucking 2 seconds, and let's move on to something else. Next 2 films. Thank you. This is Big D. Peace out.